Hello students, welcome to class 4 for your EVS lecture. We are learning about the animals. We are learning how are the animals useful to us, how animals help us in different ways, and there are also many organizations like Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 is there, which has eventually stopped the practice of using animals in circus or any other street place. So there is one more organization called Canis Can Care. What is the organization name? Canis Can Care. This is an organization in India which is there to train the dogs. This organization trains the dogs in such a way that the dogs help us, they become our assistant. So the people who are handicapped, who are not able to do their things on their own, as these dogs are being trained, these dogs help these people, physically handicapped people, in bringing newspaper from outside, or switching on the light or off the light, or whatever things they are being trained, these dogs helps them by pulling their wheelchairs. So this organization Canis Can Care is an organization in India that specially trains dogs to be assistance dogs. These dogs help the individuals who are physically challenged. Physically challenged means the people who are handicapped. Like, can you see here, a man is sitting on a wheelchair and this dog is helping him to pull his wheelchair. For example, now what all things these dogs do? Fetching things from them, switching on and off lights, opening and closing doors, and pulling wheelchair, etc. And not only the work, but these dogs also provide them with a companionship. So they become their friends. They are always there with them to help them. Okay, so this organization works to train the dog. Now, which animal is this? We have learnt about many animals. We have learnt about the we have learnt about the goat, hen, duck, cow, buffalo. Yes, goat gives us milk. Also, the meat of the animal is being eaten. Hen gives us egg. Cow, buffalo gives us milk. Which animal is this? And what is the use of it? Yes? Which animal is that? And how does it help us? Yes, it is a sheep. And how does it help us? It gives us milk also. What other things? Can you see here in the second picture what this man is doing? Yes, it gives us wool. It gives us wool. So we get wool from the sheep. And what all things we do from the wool? Is it necessary for us? with the help of wool, we make different kind of warm clothes like sweaters, blankets, shoes, socks, cap, mufflers, shawls. All these kind of warm clothes are being used in the winter season to protect from the cold. So we get wool from the sheep and we make different kinds of clothes which are very helpful to us in the winter season. So sheep is also the most valuable and useful domesticated animal. The fleece of sheep is the source of wool. The fleece means the hair which is there on her body. The fleece of sheep is the source of wool used for making warm blankets, carpets, sweaters, shawls, etc. Also shoes, caps, gloves, mufflers. There are many things which we wear in the winter season to keep ourselves warm. Sheep skins are also used for outerwear, seat covers and so on. It is the skin of the sheep is also used to make the seat covers. The vehicles are having seat covers, so it is also used for making seat covers. So sheep is also one of the useful domesticated animal which gives us all these kinds of things. Now guess what is this? See the next picture. Yes, can anyone tell me? What is that? A small insect? Yes, it is a silkworm. What is that? It is a silkworm. Now how does silkworm helps us? It gives us silk. And what? So how does it give the silk? Has anyone seen how the silk is produced from the silkworm? Now these silkworms, they like to eat the leaves of the mulberry trees. They like to eat the leaves of the mulberry tree. And can you see this white part here also? So this is called as cocoon, and this silkworm makes this cocoon which is made up of silk, and from this cocoon we get a silk. They sit on the leaves and they keep on eating the mulberry leaves, and then they leave out a thing which is silk which is being woven around their body. So they keep on making a round and round. See here in this picture, it looks like a egg, white color part. It is called as a cocoon. So from this cocoon the manufacturers manufactures the silk. So in 2 days a silkworm spins thread that is about 1000 to 3000 feet long. So within 2 days this small little creature or small little insect spins thread. So silk is like a thread that is about 1000 to 3000 feet long. Okay, and this is called as silkworm is one of the beneficial insects as the silk is produced by the silkworm. The process of silk production is known as sericulture. So this is also one kind of occupation. We have seen different types of occupations. like agriculture. So this is called as sericulture, is also one kind of occupation. In this occupation we get the production of the silk. Now what all things we make from silk? Is silk useful for us? Yes? What all things do we get from silk? Have you seen the silk? A silk thread which is very shiny. Mummy sari, dupatta, there are many things which are made by silk. Like we have seen Yevla Paithani. In the previous chapter I have shown you the Paithani sari which is made up of silk. So this silk is used to make different types of clothes. And when the silkworm becomes big, what happens to that, do you know? There are 4 stages of silkworm. The 4 life cycle of silkworm. So when it grows, which animal it becomes? It flies as a butterfly. It flies as a butterfly. So when this silkworm is inside this cocoon, when it grows, they break this cocoon and comes out and they become a beautiful butterfly. So we get butterfly from the silkworm. Now what is this? A honeybee. Have you seen a beehive? Beehives are there on big trees or some old buildings, mountains. These beehives are there. This is called a beehive, which is the home of the honeybees. These are the honeybees. And what this honeybee is doing? Honeybees suck the nectar from the flowers. Yes, they suck the nectar from the flowers and they collect it in the beehive, which in turn we get it as a sweet honey, which everyone loves to eat. Do you love to eat honey? Yes, it is very sweet and everyone likes to eat honey, and it is also very good for your health. So these honeybees, they go and sit on the flowers and they suck the nectar. They are having 2 antennas on their head. With the help of that, they suck the nectar from the flower. They collect the nectar from flowers to make the sweet honey. Now when one honeybee, suppose a honeybee is flying and she finds a flowers with nectar, what they do to call other friends? They do a special kind of dance so that the other bees can know that these flowers are having nectar, and all the honeybees gather together and they start sucking the nectar from the flowers. Okay, now in this beehive there are different types of bees. A queen bee is there. So a beehive has one queen bee that lay eggs. So there is one queen bee which is there to lay the egg. And there are worker bees who work all day long. So the worker bee's role is very important, as most of the bees in the hive are worker bees. These bees work all day and also look after the baby bees. See how much work they are doing. They work full day, they look after the babies in the beehive, they fly around flowers in search of nectar and collect nectar from the flowers for honey. And worker bees only go out, they collect the nectar from the flower and again they come back to their beehive or the comb. Worker bees are very important for the hive. So who collects the honey? Who collects the nectar? The worker bees. And there are also some male bees called as drones in the beehive, but they are not assigned any role or any work. So there are three kinds of bees: queen bee, worker bees or male bees. Male bees are called as drones. So we get a sweet honey from the honeycomb. So these are the three animals which we had not learned previous: a sheep, silkworm and honeybee. So these animals or insects are also helpful to us in giving some kinds of things. Now till now we have learned everything, how animals are useful to us. So if I'll ask you a question, how animals are useful to us, you have to write the brief answer. So how are we going to write it? Animals have made a human life much easier by providing us with food, medicine, clothing, etc. So animals help us by providing with food, medicine, clothing, etc. They are the best gift given to us by nature. So animals are the best gift which is given to us. They are part of the food chain and keep ecosystem in balance. So they are the part of the food chain as they give us different, and also they keep the ecosystem in balance. Animal hair can be used to make blankets, jackets, helping us to keep ourselves warm in winter. So if sheep was not there, we would not get the wool and there would not be the warm clothes which we can wear in the winter season. Animals like dogs help us in warding off our loneliness. Means what? Animals like dogs are the best friends who are there with us. We keep them as a pet in our house. So you spend lot of time with them. So if you are alone in the house, you can play with your pets. So these animals, which are pet animals, are there always with us like a friend or like a companion. They serve as companions and are helpful in many ways. So you should be able to write this in your own words, how animals are useful to us. With this, you have to learn the shelters of the animals, the sounds of animals and the young ones of the animals. These are some which I have done: animals, sound and their young ones. So you can find many more animals with their young ones and sound and make a chart of it. So the young one of the cat is called as kitten and the sound is meow meow. Dog's baby is called as puppy and the sound is called as bark. Lion, cub and the sound is roar. Deer, fawn, the sound, what sound they do? They bellow or bleat. Sheep's baby is called as lamb and the sound is bleat. Horse, foal and neigh. Cow, calf and the sound is called as low. Duck, the baby duckling and they quack quack. Goose, goosely and they cackle. Goat's baby is called as kid and they bleat. So these are the names of the animals.